What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Cancer Sun sign friends. If you were born between the dates of June 21st and July 22nd, then you are a Cancer Sun sign, and this video is for you. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at the month of June for all Cancer Sun signs. Where did 2018 go? I can't believe we're halfway through, almost, and time flies when you're having fun, I guess. Okay, so today's reading is going to tell us what you need to know about the upcoming month so that you can make it the best month possible. We're going to be using the Robin Wood Tarot. I've trimmed it, and I've also shuffled it, so it's ready to go. So if you would please give me a moment to center myself, cut the cards, and deal them out. One thing I'd like to say before we get too far into this is that this is a general reading, which means not everything is going to apply to everybody. So I encourage you guys to take what works for you, what resonates, and leave the rest. But if you want a specific reading where I tap into your specific energies, then you can head on over to my website. It's www.lightofriga.com. The link is in the description. That's going to be the place to check out free daily readings, also to see crystals, and also to book a personal reading with me. So I would appreciate if you go check that out, lightofriga.com. And also, before we get too far into it, we're going to ask the Untamed Truth Oracle what message it has for Cancer Sun signs for this June. What message for Cancer Sun signs for this June? And we're going to take a look at that card at the end of the reading. Alright, Cancer friends, let's see what we've got here. I see some major arcana, a couple. See a lot of wands. Alright, we'll see what that all means. What we'll do is take a look at these cards individually and then see what they have to tell us as a whole. And the first card we're going to look at is this one, and it represents the energies of last month. So the energies of May. We've got the Five of Swords. The feeling I'm getting here, Cancer friends, is not the traditional Five of Swords meaning. Not by a long shot, actually. Well, sort of. I get the feeling that you were kind of using your ego mind to bring negativity for your own enjoyment. Now that sounds horrible. That's not exactly what I mean. What I mean is, okay, here's an example, and then maybe this will make more sense. If you get into an argument with somebody who's good at discussing and arguing, and maybe you take a position that you don't really believe, but you just want to have the argument, right? It's all fun and games. You just want to poke the other person a little bit and see how they respond, and you don't even believe the things that you're saying. That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting from this card. Month was a little bit of a time to maybe rub people a little bit the wrong way, not in a bad way, but just get under their skin a little bit, just so that you can get some enjoyment out of it. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting from this card. Again, this is not going to resonate with everyone, and this is just I'm getting a really fun, playful energy. Generally, the Five of Swords is not that fun, not that playful, but I am getting that from this card now. So, not like May was a time for you to get into huge, explosive arguments, but it was a time for you to just have some maybe disagreements with other people, but very lightheartedly. Does that make sense? Alright, let's move on over to this card. Now this card represents the present moment, and we're dealing with some moon energy. I think right now, Cancer friends, a lot of you are... There's a little crab right there. A little Cancer crab. I think a lot of you are going inside. I think maybe you were withdrawing a little bit into the self. And again, there's no negativity here. I think this is about self-discovery. I think a lot of you are maybe exploring your shadow sides, maybe exploring the parts of yourselves that's kind of uncomfortable to deal with, and that's a great thing. Actually, that's a very important thing. As we grow as human beings, we have to look at our dark side in order to improve, and I definitely feel that from this card. Maybe some pain to go along with it, maybe some loneliness, but not again, I'm not getting very strong impressions of pain. There might be some there, maybe some loneliness there a little bit, but that's expected with any inward journey. You're gonna feel a little bit alone because you're doing it by yourself, right? It's always fun to have a partner, but you can't really have a partner when you're going deep into this shadow self. So that's kind of the energy I'm getting for now. Let's move on over to this card, which represents the energies of next month, so the energies of June, and we've got the Page of Wands. And I think that June is going to see you come out of this moon phase, come out of this kind of reflective period, and really start maybe a new adventure, possibly. I think a lot of you are going to have a lot of energy, and you're going to want to put this energy into something. And, everyone's going to be different where you want to put this energy. But this is like a new, imagine like you found a new hobby that you really love. And those first few weeks or months of doing that hobby, you're just enthralled by it. You've put your all into it because it's so enjoyable. It's new. It's exciting. That's kind of the energy that I'm feeling here. And this could be with your job. This could be with a hobby. This could be with a relationship. It's going to be different for everyone. But I definitely feel as though June's going to bring some new positive energy, and it's going to bring new opportunities for you to place energy in new directions. Maybe not new directions, but not necessarily new directions. I shouldn't say that unequivocally. It's going to be feeling like, this could be an old hobby or old job that you feel renewed energy towards, right? Just feeling renewed energy, ready to go out there and do something exciting. So June looks great for you guys. Let's move on over to this card here, which represents what you should hold on to in the upcoming month, in the month of June. We've got the Eight of Wands, more wand energy. And it looks like June's going to be a busy month for you, Cancer friends, and Spirit's saying that you should run with it. Whereas maybe the end of May, you're feeling a little bit, things feel a little bit slower maybe. I think in June, things are really going to pick up, and Spirit's saying to make the most of that time. If the energies are right for a lot of rapid movement and growth and change to occur, then allow it to occur. Don't fight against it. The message here is just hold on to the willingness to see where things are going, right? If things are moving really quickly and we don't like it, we get kind of scared and we back off and we try to slow things down. Maybe we'll self-sabotage in order to slow things down. That's one way to do it, but that's not what we're being guided towards this month. This month you're being guided towards running with that energy, letting things happen, letting them go where they want to go, and just holding on for the ride. Okay? All right, this card here represents the biggest hurdle or obstacle you're likely to face in the month of June. And we've got the Ten of Pentacles. And I'm getting the feeling of family or the home life here. I think your biggest hurdle or obstacle is going to be remembering your closest family members and not forgetting about them, not being so focused in the self, or not being so busy, busy, eight of wands here, not being so busy that you don't have time for your closest loved ones. I think it's going to be your challenge. And that's not a hard challenge to overcome. It's just a matter of making time for people and not forgetting that they're there, not forgetting that you love them and they love you, and you should be uplifting each other. Yes, it's so easy to get sidetracked, I know. Okay, you forget to call, you forget to visit, whatever. You're just busy, right? And June's going to be a busy month is the feeling I'm getting. So I think your challenge is going to be not being so busy that people are like, what happened to her? You know what I mean? So, balancing that is going to be kind of your challenge. Family and whatever Eight of Wands is bringing, right? Whatever this wand energy is signaling. Again, it's going to be different for everyone. So, that's going to be your challenge or your hurdle. Let's move on over to here. This card represents what you should let go of in the month of June. We've got the Nine of Wands. And the feeling I'm getting from this is not a time to take a rest. This is not a time to let fatigue set in. This is a time for you to go out there and put a lot of energy into the world. So if you're feeling kind of blah, I know that's not a word, but you know what I mean. If you're feeling kind of lackadaisical, get off your butts, stop watching the TV, burn your couch, whatever you have to do, and go out there and do whatever you're being drawn towards. And really, if you're feeling tired, you can rest later. I think the energies are going to be so conducive for advancement and for things happening in June that you don't want to waste this opportunity. So even if you are feeling a little tired, you just got to shrug it off and spend time with your healing crystals. Carnelian is going to revitalize you if you're ever feeling tired, no matter what the circumstance. Hold some carnelian, meditate with some carnelian, you will see. Okay, but that's just a suggestion. Anyway, so yeah, don't take a break this month because you need to ride this wave of energy. All right, this card here represents the energy of the people around you in the month of June. Of course, individuals are going to have different types of energies, but this is representative of the people in your life as a whole. And we've got the Death card. And no one is dying. What this symbolizes is change. This symbolizes something ending so something new can begin. And how does that apply to the people in your life? Are you going to be finding new relationships or a new relationship? Is a relationship going to end? It's possible. I'm not going to say with any certainty because this is a reading for a 12th of the population. So some of you will see relationships ending. Maybe the same people will see relationships beginning again. It's just with relationships, it's so hard to say, oh, their relationship's over. You never know, because 2 days later they apologize. A week later you apologize. 2 years later you're running into each other at the supermarket and you're best friends. So I wouldn't be too worried if a relationship does end in June. It could be just a hiatus. You never know. So don't be too upset if a relationship does end. Don't be afraid if a relationship changes. This could be the changing of relationships. Maybe a friend turns into a lover, or a lover turns into a friend, and it's just hard to say with a reading for a large group of people exactly what this symbolizes, but definitely just count on change in one or more of your relationships in June. Alright, the last card we're going to look at is this one, and it represents the biggest lesson you're likely to learn, Cancer friends, in the month of June, and we've got the Queen of Swords. Interesting. Okay, I think the biggest lesson here is to follow your own star. No, how do I say this? You're gonna have to learn to be more confident in who you are and how you express yourself. I think that's going to be kind of the theme for you in June, is coming into your own, trusting in your own ideas, trusting in your own abilities, and pursuing those abilities, putting energy into them. As we said, June's going to be a time for you to put a lot of energy into things. And in order to put an energy into something, you have to be confident that it's the right thing. And you're going to have to use the ego, the mind, to figure that out, as well as the heart to feel it out. But it's all boils down to trusting in yourself. And trusting that you're going in the right direction and putting yourself in that direction, in the direction of your choice. So that's going to kind of be the lesson for June. Trusting yourself and going in the right direction. Okay, so now that we've seen all the cards, or almost all of them, we can see what the bigger picture is here. Definitely a transition period from May to June. I think there's some soul searching perhaps going on right now, but as we move into June, you're going to have a renewed vigor. Okay, a renewed vigor for whatever it is you feel vigorous towards. Okay, renewed vigor is the best way to put it. And the energies are going to be conducive to that. I think things are going to happen very quickly, and I think you should allow them to happen very quickly. Don't get afraid and say, I got to sabotage this. I got to stop this change. Of course, change can be scary. There's no doubt about it. But once you realize that the universe has your back at all times, then there's nothing to fear, and then you can put your courage, your energy into something that is good for you. Don't forget your friends and family this month when things get hectic. Just pop in, say hello, call, email, whatever you do. I don't know, text message, whatever the kids are doing these days. And ride that wave. If you're feeling tired at all, just pick yourself up, get in the game, because opportunities like this, when the energies are conducive to movement, don't come around every month. So definitely want to ride it if you can. There may be change in your life as far as your relationships with people, but don't fear. It's always in your best interests. You know, if you're moving away from someone who doesn't serve you, how could that be a bad thing? If you're moving towards someone who's going to help you, how could that be a bad thing? Okay, that's just how things work in the universe. Okay, and the biggest lesson is for you to trust yourself and move forward and trust your convictions, trust your ideas, and put energy into them, so that you're expressing yourself on this earthly plane. All right, before we go, we asked the Untamed Truth Oracle what message it had for Cancer sun signs this June. And we've got... oh, look at this. Love. You know, when I see this card, I see change, right? I see a blossoming flower. It starts as a little bud, and then it, you know, it grows and it grows and it eventually blossoms. And, you know, in order for that little bud to turn into a flower, it has to undergo massive change. Things have to happen. And, you know, if the little bud is afraid of change, then it will never become a flower. It will never realize its full potential. It will never bloom. So if the bud is going to have fear and is going to self-sabotage and say, you know, I don't want to come out of this little protective case I'm in. I think I want to stay. That's the bud's decision, but the bud will always be a bud. It will never reach its potential. And I think the same is true of human beings. If we love our comfort zone so much that we never leave it, then we never undergo challenges, which means we never grow. And when we don't grow, we never realize our full potential. So I think that's something to consider this June when things are changing all around you, when things are moving quickly. Realize that it's helping you to become a flower. I love my analogies. I got the best ones. Okay? All right, Cancer friends. That is going to be the reading. I hope that resonated with you. Remember, if it didn't, you can get a personal reading with me at my website, lightofriga.com. Link is in the description box below, so I appreciate if you go check that out. Please like this video if you got something out of it. It lets me know that you did. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you want to say about this reading, put those in the comments section. I read all my comments, of course. And if you really enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the videos I release. I'm back on track with my month ahead readings, my bi-monthly readings, my weekly readings. You don't want to miss out on any of that, so hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate that as well. All right, Cancer friends, trust yourself, allow yourself to grow, and you will realize full potential. This month of June is going to be a great opportunity for you guys. So I wish you love and light, Cancer friends. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.